when your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions absorb you. So the self-absorption makes that these people become very creative, and they can do incredible things in terms of artistic presentation, creativity in general, writing, speaking. So they are the artist. So this self-absorption is not a sin. The sin is when the self-absorption becomes a real limitation because you are totally unable to overcome it. Choleric people live in the future. They go for something. Melancholic people, they live in the past. The past is always present in their present. The past is always with them. Always with them. This is not my talent. This is a gift from God to me. For a melancholic, it's natural to say that. He's a poet, he's an artist. So to say that it's not me, it's God, for him it's something very positive. For a choleric, it's not so natural. A choleric, it's me. You know, I am the doer. This is the result of my activity. It's a natural tendency for the choleric to think that he is the result of his personal activity. For a melancholic, it's the opposite. A melancholic will say, no, 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 what I'm writing here, it's not me, it's God. What I'm producing here, it's not me, it's God. Because he feels happy of this idea that God is acting in him. For a melancholic, it's natural. For an artist, it's natural. Artists will always tell you this. I need inspiration. I need God's action in me. So for an artist, for a melancholic, it's not a big problem to recognize that his talents are God's gifts. Look, I have a tendency to magnify difficulties. If you know this, it's perfect. Because then you think, when 95% of the problems that I foresee are not real. That's fantastic. When you know this about you, 95% of the problems I see, they are just in my head. But they are not real. When you know that, this gives you an incredible capacity for peace and also for action. And you know it's the challenge of your life. You know all the bad things that you foresee are not real. And you must not be afraid of having those emotions of pessimism, because you are like that. You're like that. But the good thing is, you know I am like this, biologically. It's not a problem. It's not a moral statement. I'm a melancholic. I'm a melancholic person, so I see problems. That would be very strange, being melancholic and don't see problems. So it's normal that you have this difficulty. But at the same time, if you're aware of that, you're at peace with yourself. Because you know, okay, 95% of those problems are not real. They are here. And that's it. So it's a way to overcome this pessimism. It's a way to see more objectively the reality. At the same time, you're very deep, so you see everything. You see much more than a choleric person. But the problem is that you focus on the negative sides of reality. That's the bad thing of your biological temperament. You're going to focus on the negative sides of reality. It's your pessimism that is biological. It's not a spiritual pessimism, it's biological pessimism. So what do you have to do in order to serve people? In order to serve people, you have to overcome this self-absorption. It's not easy, but you have to do it. And you can do it. It's about thinking, okay, I've been thinking a lot about myself. I have all my emotions, my passions, and my thoughts, and my sentiments, and my feelings. But I need to think more about the others. You know, so melancholic people need to think, I need to dedicate time to the others every day. Because it's not natural for me, being a melancholic, to dedicate time, at least spiritually, to the others. I dedicate a lot of time, being a melancholic, to my thoughts, to my feelings, to my sentiments. But to think about the others is not something natural. for a melancholic. Melancholic, he can be alone for a year. He will not become crazy. He can be alone with himself for years. He likes to be alone. He likes. If you have a friend with a melancholic and you say he's going alone, let him go alone. He needs it. He needs it. A sanguine just cannot stand to be alone with himself. He needs to be with people. He needs to have fun. You know, these are very different people. Biologically speaking, they have very different structures. So the problem with a melancholic is this, is because you have a tendency to self-absorption, and you have to know, I need to make place in my life for the others. You know? The choleric, he sees you, but he doesn't care for you. He cares for the goal. So he can walk on yourself. He can walk on yourself. The melancholic, it just does not see you. You're not. you see, it's not a problem. You're not. There is no place for you in him. You know. So the melancholic has to work on this. And he has to think, I have to make place for the others. So I need to dedicate time every day to think about people, to pray for certain people, to be with certain people. I cannot be alone with myself all the time, because first I will become crazy. You can become crazy. Melancholic people become crazy quite easily. Yeah, of course. And they have to know this. So one of the best ways for them not to become crazy is to make a lot of space to others. A lot of space. It costs them. It's not easy, but they have to do this. Melancholic people are very much afraid of action because they love the beauty as perfect beauty. As soon as action is involved, they are extremely afraid because action means lack of perfection. Hamlet is a man that has no character, really. He is a perfect melancholic without character. That's why he does nothing. And Hamlet is it's a drama. It's a drama of indecisiveness. Nothing happens. The guy is always uncertain. He wants more information. He doesn't get it, then he does nothing. So melancholic people they have to know, I am a biological Hamlet. But I don't want to be a spiritual Hamlet. So I'm going to build this capacity for decision. I'm going to build boldness, to build audacity. And I'm going to take risks. I'm going to learn to take risks. So this is a process. It's a process of building character. If you have a melancholic temperament, the challenging virtue is going to be audacity. Because melancholic people, they are self-absorbed. They are absorbed by their feelings, by their ideas, by themselves. And they have a difficulty to get outside that. They like the world of ideas, but they have a difficulty to enter the real life and to implement the dream they have inside. They have a big dream. They have dreams, incredible dreams, the melancholic people, but they have a difficulty to implement the dream because they are afraid of what is material, what is real, what is outside the mind, what is the real world. So they need the virtue of audacity. Audacity is going to help them move forward in life. And audacious melancholic are powerful individuals, powerful people. But melancholic people without audacity, without boldness, they're nothing. They're just nothing.